Welcome back to the Student of the Game podcast. Once again, thank you all for tuning in. Please hit that like and subscribe button. It's free of charge and it helps me out. Thank you. All right, so Will Smith today, he resigned from the academy. Not the police academy, not the Umbrella Academy, but the academy, the Oscars. All right. he says I'm resigning from membership in the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences and will accept any further consequences the board deems appropriate. All right. Smith also stated that change takes time and I am committed to doing the work to ensure that I never again allow violence to overtake reason. Okay. Key phrase right here. I am committed to doing the work. That is very, very key, very, very important. A lot of people, they want to just beat them to the ground and stuff like that. And I understand that. I understand that mentality and that aspect and that perspective on it, right? But, I believe in redemption. I believe in being able to redeem yourself, not just for others, but for yourself, because it's true. You can't. I used to think this was just a cliche until I realized, like, maybe about 10 years ago that, what, man, you can't love other people if you don't know how to love yourself, and everybody is dealing with issues, a lot of people, I listen to other channels and stuff, a lot of people are saying that, well, Will is dealing through a whole bunch of issues and stuff and trauma and stuff like that. And hey, I'm not denying that. I'm not disputing that, but everybody is. Everybody is. The reason why you and I don't know is because a lot of times we don't care to ask other people how they are doing or what scares them or what do they think about and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And as human beings, we tend to think that our issues are more important than somebody else's. And when we see somebody else going through something, we're like, because it's different than what we go through, we're like, oh, that's nothing. But check this out. God made everybody different. You know what I'm saying? You, me, everybody, we're all different, right? So that means I have different strengths. Like my strengths might be your weaknesses and vice versa, right? And, whatever's going on between him and Jada, like realistically, I mean, I don't think she has like some type of mind control over him. Like I say, I feel like, whatever issue he's dealing with, I think it goes deeper than just Jada Pinkett Smith, But what do I know? I'm not a therapist or a psychologist or anything, but I'm glad that he says I'm committed to doing the work to ensure that he never do something like that again, because that's where it starts. Okay. And it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time. A lot of people feel like because he's 53, 54 years old, that, well, he should be a complete person, right? And that he's never going to change. That's bullshit, man. That's bullshit. You know why? Because I feel like we're all a work in progress. You know what I'm saying? God is still working on all of us until we leave this earth. And I do feel like, hey, when we leave this earth, we probably still got more work to do. Okay. It's always about doing the work. Okay. But, the academy, they haven't issued out a punishment or any discipline or anything yet, but hey, he went ahead and took it upon himself. Hey, I'm not going to knock that. I respect that. I did one video earlier in the week. That was before he had issued his apology. And, a lot of people are like, well, he waited too late to do an apology. Really? 24 hours? That's too late to give an apology? Are you serious? Like, he's still processing this. Chris Rock is still processing this, right? So Chris Rock said it himself. At his comedy show, he says, I'm still processing this, so you have no choice but to give them time to process this, but, this goes beyond being a fan of Chris Rock and Will Smith for their movies and the talent and the great art that they bring to us. These are human beings, people. The difference between them and me and you is that they have a different type of job, but they're still human beings. As far as I know, their heart pumps blood, red blood, I mean, if it don't, then they must be something else. But like I say, as far as I know, they are human beings. But Will saying that he's committed to doing the work, I appreciate him saying that. I know he's not saying that for me, but the fact that he openly says that means the public, and he said it publicly, that means the public is going to hold him accountable for that. He said, I have directly responded to the Academy's disciplinary hearing notice, and I will fully accept any and all consequences for my conduct. The actions at the 94th Academy Awards presentation were shocking, painful, and inexcusable. The list of those I hurt is long and includes Chris, his family, many of my friends and loved ones. All right, I deprive other nominees and winners of the opportunity to celebrate and be celebrated for their extraordinary work. I am heartbroken. I want to put focus back on those who deserve attention for their achievements and allow the Academy to get back to the incredible work it does to support creativity and artistry in film. So he resigning from his membership. So I guess that means that, of course, he can still do movies, but, and I mean, you know, if he wants to still do movies, he has that right. But, I guess that means he's not going to be able to be nominated anymore, I'm assuming. It doesn't seem, I'm assuming he's not going to be he's not going to be attending at all. So the fact that he resigned, I'm not sure, because the Oscars, the Academy, they haven't issued out a suspension. So I have no idea how long that's going to be. But to be able to apply self-discipline to yourself, that's very, very important. That's very, very important, because even though this issue and what's going on between him and Chris Rock and all that, and those who do not like him anymore, it's not going to be resolved in one day. It's not going to be resolved right now just because he says he's committed to doing the work. Because you know why? He has to actually do the work. Okay. I take him for what his word, for what his word is. So we'll see. And I hope and pray to God that he's able to do and stay committed to the work. Chris Rock, hoping and praying for him, you know, I can only imagine what him and his family is going through, you know, so that, you know, man, that's tough. That's tough. That was you know, because people are always going to be able to see that video, you know what I'm saying? Even like, that's something that's hard to get over, because people are going to replay that and replay that and replay that. And it's almost kind of like, you know, hey, it's like, man, if you Chris Rock, do you even regret doing the joke? I'm not saying he should regret that, but think about that. You know, had he not did that joke, then that moment would not have happened. But he did the joke. I still don't think Will should have slapped him for that, but hey, it happened. And now that right there is going to be replayed forever, 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 forever. You know what I'm saying? So that, man, I can only imagine that has to be tough, not just for them, but for their family members, you know, because family, you know, we care about our loved ones. You know what I'm saying? I would expect that you care about your loved ones just as well. And you don't want to see them in their low light situation, like if they was Will doing the slap, or if they was Chris Rock getting slapped. You know, we don't want to relive our low lights over and over and over, especially for the world to see. It's already hard enough to relive your low lights, like, in your own mind, but imagine that being blasted all over the internet, right? But anyways, that's all I got on this. But I do hope that he's able to put the work in and stay committed to it, and I hope those around him is able to show some support for him. Also hope that Chris Rock has a good support system around him, because this is a tough time for him, you know. So. But I know he did his comedy show, and he didn't talk about the situation, the slap, that much. He said, "Hey, I already had a show prepared before the events from this weekend, you know, took place." So, but he said he's still processing it, and I believe that eventually he's gonna come around and talk about it, whether if it's in a special or an interview or something. So we'll see, we will see. But that's all I have on that subject. But share your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about Will Smith resigning from the Academy? Do you think it's the right move? Do you think it's the wrong move? Tell me why. All right. I don't think there's no right or wrong answer here. What it is, hey, man, it's just like if we're talking in the cafeteria or in the break room or you know, at the park, we just shooting the breeze. You know what I'm saying? But once again, please hit that like and subscribe button. And thank you all for tuning in. Student of the Game Podcast. Peace out.